Trenchtown, Raytown, Jonestown, Lindsay Town.
Y'all be say, why make you clean so? Y'all be say, no boy can't walk on my one way, me say, oh no.
Fresher than fresh paint, so no girl can't call me free.
Hot people there, move.
Smartin'.
Number one for dancehall.
Hands up, y'all from you know where your man lay.
Make them a cry over me.
VybezRadio. Playing music for the people, by the people, to the people. 107.1 FM Meru on VybezRadio. The news at the top of the hour on VybezRadio.
Good morning, this is Newswire. Dennis Asato. The government is today heading to the Court of Appeal to challenge the decision of the High Court timing the housing levy unconstitutional. The government side, led by George Murgara, said that despite the fact that the court allowed the government to deduct the levy, the government is not satisfied with the court's decision.
We will be filing the notice of appeal and possibly an application for stay of these orders or a conservatory order from the Court of Appeal.
A panel of 3 judges, Lawrence Mugambi, Christine Meoli and David Majanja, said the law is discriminatory as it proposes that employed Kenyans be taxed while those who are unemployed don't contribute. Kenyans will continue remitting 1.5% of their earnings to the affordable housing scheme, with employers required to match an equal amount until 10th of January next year. A 3-judge bench consisting of Justice Lawrence Mugambi, Justice Christine Meoli and Justice David Majanja granted stay orders on the implementation of the housing levy following an application by the state. This event comes as judges declared the housing levy that was introduced by President William Ruto as unconstitutional.
We find that the introduction of the housing levy amendment to Section 84 lacks a comprehensive legal framework in violation of Article 10, 201, 2010 of the Constitution. That levy against persons in formal employment to the exclusion of other non-formal income earners without justification is discriminatory and irrational and arbitrarily and in violation of Section Articles 27, 201, B1 of the Constitution. And flowing from those findings, we find as follows that an order is granted prohibiting the respondents from collecting, charging or otherwise the charge known as the Affordable Housing Act on the basis of the Section 84, and all prayers on the consolidated petition not specifically granted are dismissed, and this being a matter of public interest litigation, each party shall bear its own costs.
President William Ruto says that he is ready to readjust the law as directed by the judiciary and see to it that Kenyans continue paying the 1.5% housing levy. Speaking at the 5th Congress of the International Trade Union Confederation Africa, Ruto said that this is because the program was aimed at creating employment for the youth.
I know the court have said we should go and readjust the law to make it aligned appropriately. That we are going to do so that the 120,000 people can become 200,000 and can become 500,000 in the next 5 years. Because if we don't engage these people in productive work, they will become a very big challenge to all of us. The young people out there, unless we create real opportunities.
Ruto, who appeared to be hitting at the judiciary's ruling that the levy was discriminatory since it imposed taxes on salaried Kenyans alone, told working Kenyans that they represented the unemployed. And as Azimio Umoja coalition leader Raila Odinga has criticized the proposal by the government to sell 11 parastatals in a movement to generate more revenue. Raila singled out 2 companies, Kenya Pipeline Corporation and National Oil Corporation, saying that their sale would have adverse effects on the economy as the price of fuel will double 100-fold.
Sasa wametangaza wanataka kuuza mashirika ya serikali. Moja yao ni ile shirika ya kusafirisha mafuta. Kenya Pipeline Corporation takuuza na National Oil Corporation. Kenya Pipeline Corporation ikienda kwa mkono ya watu binafsi moja hapo. KBC is a strategic investment that should not be sold under any circumstances. Lakini wao wanataka kuuza sasa.
This event comes as Odinga has petitioned government agencies to investigate an alleged scheme in the procurement of petroleum products by Kenya through a purported government-to-government agreement with Saudi. And the government is set to roll out the Shirika plan to integrate both refugees and host communities in Dadaab and Kakuma camps in Garissa and Turkana. Speaking in Nairobi, Immigration and Citizen Services Principal Secretary Julius Bitok said the Shirika plan to be presented during the Global Refugee Forum 2023 in Geneva will help support the refugees by managing donor funding in areas of healthcare, nutrition, housing and infrastructure. Bitok noted that the plan will ensure social inclusivity of the refugees and the communities in Garissa and Turkana counties, adding that the government has already received pledges from the European Union and various governments to support the plan. This is Newswire. I'm Dennis Aseto. Good morning.
This is the Modern Vibes on VybezRadio. Modern Vibes, where you are the MVP.
Let me hear a drum play.
Rise and shine to positive vibes with the MVPs every morning.
And now for our feature presentation.
Alright. And I was sitting in a corner, just minding my business. And that is when I saw her, looking like a goddess. Told her, can I get your name and your number and where you come from? But before you do all that, let me tell you something about me. I love some reggae music and she said me too. I like to bounce some sass and she said me too. Born and raised in Nairobi and she said me too. Okay, sipendi watu sticky and she said me too. Sipendi watu tricky and she said me too. Can I get some more drinks and she said me too. Okay, well it seems like you and I have a lot of things in common, and maybe we can go somewhere after this. Don't worry yourself, my girl, you'll be safe with me. No, but before I go too far, let me start once again from the top. I love some reggae music and she said me too. I like to bounce some sass and she said me too. Born and raised in Nairobi and she said me too. Okay, sipendi watu sticky and she said me too. Sipendi watu tricky and she said me too. Can I get some more drinks and she said me too. Okay, ni kama tunaelewana, iko sawa, iko sawa. 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 I love some reggae music and she said me too. I like to bounce some sass and she said me too. Born and raised in Nairobi and she said me too. Okay, sipendi watu sticky and she said me too. Sipendi watu tricky and she said me too. Can I get some more drinks and she said me too. Okay, I love some reggae music and she